Hi, team. I hope you're feeling good about your reading quiz. If you're not, that's okay. Remember, we're going to drop the lowest one. So if you feel like you totally bombed it, you just have to make sure you do well from, on your next ones. And then those will be the ones that are in your grade, and this one will stop. All right. So this weekend, you are going to read pages 42 through 60. And again, if you want to get the audiobook on YouTube, you can do that. And if you need a translation, those exist online. You can also have somebody read it to you if you feel like you need to have it read aloud. So I'm not going to be reading every single thing aloud. I'm just going to do our read alouds that we would have done in class. So for stuff like this, when it's assigned for homework, you're going to have to figure out how to make that happen for yourself if you need it. Okay, so today we're going to do one of my favorite things ever, and it's called Circle of Viewpoints. We're going to be doing this all year long, so if it still feels kind of confusing to you by the time that we're done today, that's all right. So we are going to just jump right in, okay? So here's what we do. You are going to go to your assignment. You're going to open the Circle of Viewpoints assignment in your iLearn, and this is what it's going to look like when you get here, okay? All right, so this first thing is it says we are talking about a situation, and that was actually on our PowerPoint. So Charlie discovers that Patrick is gay and in a secret relationship with Brad. Brad freaks out and wants to hide it. Charlie promises not to tell. So that's the moment that we're going to talk about today. And Circle of Viewpoints really helps us look at just one event that is important or significant. It helps us look at that event really closely. Okay, so Charlie discovers Patrick is gay and in a secret relationship with Brad. Okay, Charlie. Okay, that's the first part. What else? Okay, Brad freaks out and wants to hide it. Charlie promises not to tell. Okay, great. So then from here, the next thing we're going to do is list all of the people or the objects who were there when this happened. Okay, they have to be there when this happened. It can't be somebody who's the friend of the character who was there or somebody who's important in their life or whatever. It needs to be either a character that was involved in this scene or it can be an object. Okay, so I'm actually going to wait and let you list a few that you can think of, and then I'll come back in and we'll list some. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and let you work for a minute. Okay, so let's come together and list a few. All right, so people who were there for this situation. Well, Charlie and Patrick and Brad. Now, you might want to say Sam because she was at the party, but she wasn't in the room with them for this specific moment, so we can't put her. Okay, so in addition to people, we can also put objects. So, for example, one of my favorite ones to do for this scene is the bed that Patrick and Brad were sitting on in the bedroom. You could also do the door to the bedroom because Charlie has to open the door to get in there. And I think that's a good list. If you wanted to add ceiling, floor, closet, you could. But essentially, those are going to kind of be similar to either the bed or the door, so you don't really need to do that. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to pick one of these viewpoints that we have listed together, okay? And you are going, so one of these guys. Oh, that was the best circle ever. And then what you're going to do is you're going to answer the questions that you see in the rest of the worksheet as if you were that viewpoint. So you're going to pretend to be Brad or the bed or Charlie or whoever it is you chose. Okay, so I'm going to do the first question as an example for you. And I think, let's see, what viewpoint do I want? I think I'm going to be the bed because I like that one. And sometimes doing the objects is a little bit hard. Okay, so describe the situation from your viewpoint. Okay, well, I'm the bed. So these two boys were sitting on me and making out. A third boy, oh, you know what? Let me use their names. We should always use names when we know that we can. So Brad and Patrick were sitting on me and making out. Charlie opened the door without knocking. Oops. And saw them kissing. Okay, then I just feel like maybe there's one detail I'm missing. So I'm gonna just go back to my book and look because I can't remember if one of them stands up or not. So I'm just gonna look. I opened the door and I saw Patrick kissing. They heard me and turned around. Okay. So Brad starts to look nervous. And then Patrick takes Charlie outside. I can hear him tell Charlie that Brad doesn't want people to know. Okay, great. So again, I'm pretending to be the bed, right? I'm pretending to be the viewpoint. And I'm going to continue pretending as I answer the rest of these questions, okay? So we might have trouble with a couple of these. So especially when we get down here to things that we believe. So like, let me do one of these as an example for you. If I'm the bed, what do I believe about this situation or the people involved? Well, I believe that Brad is embarrassed about being gay. I don't know if he is, but I believe that from the way he was behaving. And I might say, I know that they keep their relationship a secret. And I would go forward like that. Okay. So remember, you can always text me if you have any question or if you don't know what I'm asking you to do. And we're going to talk about this in our next meeting together. So I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say.